Well, you may ask how many meteorites fall on Earth every year. But before we find out that, this is Jash from Health App. If you want to know more latest health facts and tips and various news like this, be sure to go down below, press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always notified on my latest videos. See you after the break. Well, here the question is, how many meteorites fall on Earth every year? Before heading to Antarctica, Evatt, a mathematician at the University of Manchester in England, and his colleagues figured out where they can find meteorites. In 2 years, they collected 120 stones that are perfectly visible on the white snow of the southern continent. As a result of subsequent calculations, scientists calculated that more than 17,000 meteorites fall on Earth annually, with most of them in low latitudes, tropical and subtropical, between the 14th degree of northern and southern latitude. If you want to see these falling fireballs crossing the sky, it's best to be closer to the equator, says Evatt. But the easiest way to look for meteorites is in Antarctica. Therefore, most meteorites were found here. Dark stones are easier to notice on a white background. Knowing how many impacts of meteorites occurred in a particular region, the researchers extrapolated this amount of the rest of the planet, just as the rainwater collected in the bucket allows weather forecasters to determine the amount of precipitation. But there is a small problem. The ice is mobile. It carries meteorites to the ocean and also melts, exposing old meteorites. To calculate the number of meteorites that fall in a certain area every year, Evatt and his colleague calculated the movement of ice and also took into account a number of other factors, including the rate of snow accumulation. Theoretically, multiplying the number of meteorites found on a certain area by a surface area of the entire Earth will allow us to calculate the total number of meteorites falling on our planet. But this method is accurate only in the case of uniform distribution of cosmic stones on the surface of the Earth. It turned out that this is not so. Taking into account the calculation of orbital mechanics, scientists found that the speed of meteorites varies sharply depending on latitude. According to the analysis, only 65% of the number of meteorites falling at the equator falls on the poles of the planet. To test the guess, scientists used data from the NASA Near Earth Object Research Center (CNEOS), which records meteorite incidents. The analysis showed a similar trend in the intensity of the boom, being the highest rates of entry into the atmosphere were recorded at the equator. The reason for this behavior is simple. Most meteorites come from the asteroid belt, which rotates around the Sun in the same plane as the Earth, which is why most of the stones fall in the equator. But you can see the picture, the dots are spread all over the world. These are the stones, these are the meteorites fall every year, and this is really very interesting to know. And always be safe from meteorites fall, and be healthy, be happy always. Remember to stay tuned with this channel. See you later, and thanks for watching.